Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Hashinverse. So today we will dive deep into our course on Python. Now, you've probably heard the name Python thrown around constantly in the tech world. But what actually is it? Well, it's a high-level programming language that was actually released back in 1991 by a creator named Guido van Rossum. Despite being over 30 years old, it is currently one of the most popular languages on the planet. Because Guido designed it with one specific goal in mind. He wanted code that was easy to read and easy to understand, almost like reading English. So, if you're just starting out, you picked a great place to begin. So, we know it's popular, but what can you actually build with it? The short answer is almost anything. First, it's a powerhouse for web development. Python lives on the server, the back end, handling the logic behind websites. But it goes way beyond that. If you are into data science, Python is the gold standard for crunching big data and performing complex math. It can also talk to databases to store information, modify files on your computer, and even glue different software pieces together to create seamless workflows. It really is a Swiss Army knife for developers. With so many languages out there, why do developers stick with Python? There are three main reasons. Number one is versatility. Whether you're on a Windows PC, a Mac, a Linux server, or even a tiny Raspberry Pi, Python runs smoothly on all of them. Number two is the syntax. Python is famous for being English-like. You don't have to fight with cryptic commands. You just write what you want the computer to do. And that leads to number three, efficiency. Because the language is so expressive, you can often write a program in Python using significantly fewer lines of code than you would need in languages like C++ or Java. Less typing means faster development. Let's get a little technical for a moment to understand how Python runs. Python is an interpreted language. In many other languages, you have to compile or translate your entire code before you can run it. Python is different. It uses an interpreter to execute your code line by line as soon as you write it. This is huge for developers because it allows for rapid prototyping. You can have an idea, write a few lines, and test it instantly. Also, Python doesn't force you into one way of thinking. Whether you like procedural programming, object-oriented design, or functional programming, Python adapts to your style. Finally, let's look at the actual code structure. If you're coming from other languages like Java or C++, Python might look a bit different to you. Most languages require a semicolon at the end of every line just to tell the computer the command is over. Python doesn't need that. It keeps it simple and just uses a new line. But the massive difference, and the one you need to remember, is how Python organizes blocks of code. While other languages rely on messy curly brackets to group things like loops or functions, Python uses indentation, just empty white space. This forces you to write code that is visually clean and organized. It's not just an aesthetic choice. In Python, if your indentation is wrong, the code simply won't run. So, to wrap up, Python gives you the power of a complex language with the readability of plain English. That covers our high-level introduction. In the next video of this series, we are going to get our hands dirty and actually start writing our first program. I'll see you there.